Hello everybody and welcome back to another Naruto Theorist video, and today, as you can see by the title, we're going to be going over the reasons why Obito invaded the Leaf Village. Now, this isn't something that I originally thought of when I thought of why he invaded the village, because I didn't really know. That point wasn't 100% clear to me at the time. Well, as we know, he tried to get the Nine Tails from Kushina because she was having a baby, even though that was possibly the best kept secret in the Leaf, because they had constant waves of Anbu guarding where she was giving birth to Naruto at, and he would have to know about how the Jinchuriki seal is weakened while giving birth, so he had to know a whole lot going into this. But he had to have also known that there is no way he could get past the Yellow Flash. He trained with Minato, he knew how he fought, there's just no way that he possibly thought that. So today we're going to be going over some alternate reasons as to why he invaded the village, because that can't be the only reason why. And yeah, let's get right into it, guys. Now, my most plausible scenario for why he could have invaded the Leaf Village, other than getting the Nine Tails, because I think that was the main goal on his head, but he had to have thought that that wasn't completely possible, so he had to have some other reason behind it, and this one I think is the most logical, and that is he wanted to raise suspicion against the Uchiha clan. Now, after and during the attack, people were already suspect of the Uchiha because the Nine Tails was under a Sharingan Genjutsu, right? And then in the Uchiha clan, some person asked Fugaku what they could do, because the Leaf police were just standing by as this happened, and he said that he had orders from above not to do anything. And the Leaf was already at odds with the Uchiha clan after the selection of Minato as the 4th Hokage, because a lot of Uchiha wanted Fugaku to be the 4th Hokage because he was very, very strong. Now, I wouldn't say to the level of, Minato by any means. He just had very good genjutsu. He's known as Evil Eye Fugaku for a reason, so. But I think this was an idea on Obito's head that, hey, I can raise dissent amongst the Uchiha, and then that'll cause some kind of civil conflict. And he may have thought that it would have evolved into a full-scale civil war, and that was on Danzo's mind as well. If that happened, he thought that it would have taken just as many Anbu and Jonin lives as it would have taken Uchiha, and eventually the Leaf would have won, but it would have been at such a high cost, and public opinion on it would have been bad anyways. So that's what I bet Obito thought, and he didn't think that they could get Itachi to massacre the whole clan by himself, because that was pretty improbable at the time. So yeah, basically what he thought was, I can raise dissent against the Leaf and the Uchiha and vice versa, and then once the whole village is in full-scale riot and breaking down in full civil conflict, I can just go in and take the Nine Tails again, because it would be much easier that way than having to go through Minato and waves of Anbu, even though Obito already took out Mist Anbu, but that was just a squadron and not the might of a whole village against one person, even though he was much, much stronger when he was fighting Minato. Another huge piece of evidence is that even if he did get the Nine Tails, which we all know he didn't, he wouldn't be able to seal it in the Geto statue yet, because we heard earlier in other parts of the Akatsuki talking, is that if they took the Nine Tails first, the whole Geto statue would go out of control because it wouldn't be balanced, so they needed to go up in levels and then get the Nine Tails last. So even if he got it, he wouldn't be able to seal it, and if he became the Jinchuriki or made somebody the Jinchuriki, but I would presume he would become the Jinchuriki, so it would be easier to capture other tail beasts if he's a tail beast himself, because he'd be stronger. He would have to die to seal the Nine Tails in the first place, so this would just be a whole heap of problems, since he was the biggest advocate in the Infinite Tsukuyomi project, because he wanted to live out a life where Rin's alive, and where Minato's alive, and where Kakashi's alive, and he becomes Hokage, all his dreams come true. So if he was gonna die to even be a part of that, that just wouldn't make sense for his personality and how we know Obito's set up in the whole rest of the show. Secondly, he must have realized this after losing to Minato, because when Minato put the seal release on Obito and released the Nine Tails from Obito's control, Obito's just like, I'll take the Nine Tails sooner or later, and then just leaves. So he didn't want to stay out and, you know, keep going in the fight because, well, he was injured, but he's still Obito. Like, he can do a whole lot there that a lot of people can't. So he probably could have taken the Nine Tails still at this point if he wanted it. So I really don't understand his logic at this point. And then back on the problem of the Uchiha and just adding to the reasons why he won't want them in the fold at all is because when he initially sent Pain to just destroy the leaf, he had to wait until Itachi died because just the fear of an Uchiha, and because it was part of Itachi's thing was he was like, I'll join your Akatsuki if you don't hurt the leaf at all. But either way, he could have done it if he wanted to, and he would have lost Itachi in the process, but the fear of having Itachi as an enemy at that point was just so not good to Obito that he had to wait for a while to even attack the Leaf Village, even though Pain and Obito together could take down Itachi. Some even say Pain could take down Itachi and Obito could easily take down Itachi. If you want to check out more in depth, we have Obito versus Pain, or Obito versus Itachi, and Itachi versus Pain on this channel. You can just scroll through the videos and you can check those out. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button down below. If you're feeling really good, subscribe. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys. See you guys later.